Run me my money! So this is the spot. Okay. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me. Fuck you, pay me.
You also seem to have had a lot of problems with the music industry.
Yes,
Racketeers you've talked about.
For God's sakes, they don't pay you.
There is a report that at a business meeting once you pulled out a knife.
I sure damn did.
Did you?
Yes, I did.
Why?
Because... Oh, dear. Because there was a record company...
You were about to say something you
I
shouldn't.
can't say. I was a record company that stole my albums, didn't pay me. They came to Switzerland, and I said, where's my money? They said, we're not going to give you any money. I said, oh, yes, you are. And I got a gun. It was a gun. It wasn't a knife. And I followed him to a restaurant, and I tried to kill him. I missed him, and I went back to America.
You actually pulled the trigger?
Oh, no, excuse me. Yes, I did.
First of all, you're apologizing to me in my DMs rather than in public. You made a video and profited off of my story, and you want to apologize in private? Do that shit in public if you really mean it. And like I said, you profited off of my content. So until I get a check for the views that you accumulated from my content and my experience, me and you are always gonna have a problem. You want my PayPal information, bank transfer? Figure it out. We can figure it out. Until I get my coins, there's a problem.
Netflix offered you $500,000 for a comedy special.
Yes.
They reportedly gave Amy Schumer $13 million.
Yes.
Is your issue that Netflix offered Amy more than you, or that you feel they're discriminating against women or women of color? What exactly?
I first said, let's boycott Netflix. I said for gender bias and color bias. Because when Chris Rock and Dave Chappelle received their offers, they were $20 million, and they were very public about the offers. When Amy Schumer initially received her offer, it was $11 million. Back to Netflix and said, I shouldn't get what the legends are getting, but because I'm a woman, I should get more. And Netflix agreed, and they then gave her $2 million more. That's where the $13 million comes from. And then
she's complaining about money, and then she said, you know, maybe I should apply for the next roll up above ours. Maybe I should be a manager. She asked me how I feel about that. I said, you should definitely apply for it. Why? I don't see the reason why not if you like working here. She said, should I? Yeah, because I want to make more money, you know? Yeah, $62,000 is way better than $59,000 a year. Managers get paid $62,000. Sales reps get $56,000. Did I say $59,000? I meant $56,000. Girl, you smoking too much of that California weed. No, I heard you correctly. You said $59,000. Are you getting paid $59,000? She went ballistic. She got up, stopped what she was doing, went to every single person in the room and said,
Can you believe she's making $59,000? What the heck? That's not fair. Oh my god, I'm so fucking pissed. Tyler, what are you getting paid here? Tyler, wait, don't freaking lie to me, Tyler. What are you getting paid? What are you getting paid? Kelly over here is making $59,000. She's freaking falling out over here. Oh my god, that is so unfair. First of all, I finished college. She didn't even finish college, and she's getting paid way more than me.
It took every drop of patience in me to not say a damn word to her, because I knew she could not handle me roasting her. I'm one of those people who stay real quiet around stupidity. But until you come for me, you don't realize that I will annihilate you with facts. I could have said so much to this girl. Oh, you have a college degree. Congrats. Well, I learned something despite me being a fucking dumbass and not going to college. I learned how to negotiate. Maybe you should try it sometime.
I don't like your gaze, sir. I don't like your gaze, sir. I don't like it. I don't like your gaze, sir.
Consent is not going into a bedroom with him alone. Consent is not the length or lack thereof of your skirt. Consent is not the absence of a no. Consent is the goosebumps you get when his hand brushes across the little bit of thigh peeking beneath your skirt. Consent is feeling like a harp or bow and arrow.
This pussy don't pop for you. This pussy don't pop for you. This pussy don't pop for you. No more. This pussy don't pop for you. This pussy don't pop for you.
I think fat is one of those sort of final frontiers of discriminations because most people see it as a preventable problem. So when I was 12, I was assaulted by a group of, and in the aftermath of that, I was just absolutely destroyed. When you're traumatized, you're looking for some sort of comfort, and for me, comfort came quickly by way of
ladies free. Ladies free. Ladies free. Ladies free.
In my mind, I see a line. And over that line, I see green fields, lovely flowers, and beautiful white women. Their arms stretched out to me over that line. But I can't seem to get there no how. Can't seem to get over that line. That was Harriet Tubman in the 1800s. And let me tell you something. The only thing that separates women of color from anyone else is opportunity. You cannot win an Emmy for roles that are simply not there.
Each other. And we felt that it was time that we also for the continent begin to create that platform. Now this is a very interesting platform. It's an open platform. You become part of the platform by purely being an African woman. There's no membership, it's open, it's owned by nobody except the women that participate on it.
That's marvelous.
So once the idea caught, within 6 months, we had to wrestle to launch, and we launched last year, November 2018. 1,000 women at Birchwood for 5 days. At that point, because of the shortness of the planning, we could only bring women from 16 countries. And it went super well. Women came, it was amazing. And I think that bolstered our energies, and we felt, okay, the name is African Women in Dialogue. So if we did so well with 16 odd countries, let's make sure the entire continent is here. Other.
Periods are either comedic punchline or the representation on TV of the happy-go-lucky girl who menstruates blue liquid. Now, this misrepresentation and culture of silence in relation to the actual lived experiences of menstruators leads to neglect that is dangerous and can potentially lead to human rights violations. This neglect prompted me to embark on my journey on changing the narrative of period stigma. Part of my journey is encountering the lack of menstrual products, a lack which inflicts indignity upon millions of women, girls, and menstruators. Because the reality is that there's no dignity without basic necessities such as sanitary products. The lack of these basic necessities forces many to cope in isolation, which further perpetuates a culture of silence.
Okay, time to wrap it up now. We're leaving. I was watching that, man. Party's over. Party's over. Back to reality. Yeah? It's the end. Yep.